Hello.
Where are we?
In western Kansas.
We are the crazy kids that are going over 1,000 miles in less than 48 hours. Why? Check out the video.
Go and a short time to get there. Here's a hint. It ain't to bring beer to Texarkana. Smokey the Bandit. You know, they make that run to get back and forth with
I
beer.
don't know what that was about.
You never seen Smokey and the Bandit?
I've seen it. I just don't when I was a kid, probably, maybe.
We're westbound and down. They were eastbound and down.
If you saw our last video, you know that we spent the spring following our youngest son Brody around watching his college golf tournaments. And his team, actually for the first time in program history, made it to the NJCAA National Tournament in Newton, Kansas. For the last week, we have been parked at an amazing Harvest Host and been watching his tournament. But now we gotta haul butt and get to Salt Lake City.
Because we're doing something fun for ourselves.
Yeah, you're wondering, why are you going to Salt Lake City? Well, first of all, the rig's not going to Salt Lake City. The rig is going to an RV park in Wyoming. And we are actually going on to Salt Lake City because why, honey?
Because we're celebrating a pretty round number anniversary and taking a trip to Cabo.
Yes, so in February we hit our 30th wedding anniversary. Right after our anniversary, we got a call from our very good friends Jennifer and Jason with No Sticks, No Bricks, and they said, "Hey, you guys want to go to Cabo?" And we were like, "Hey, yeah, we do." So we got on the phone that day and we booked this trip. So we made sure to book the trip after Nationals, just in case Brody and his team made it to Nationals, and they did. So he just, oops, hold on, I dropped my mouse. Well, the National Tournament included practice rounds on Sunday, Mother's Day, and Monday, and then they had 4 rounds of competition golf, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's Friday. They just finished up their round about 1 o'clock. We went back to the Harvest Host. This ledge over here is kind of tight, huh?
Yeah.
Little construction zone we're driving through here. So anyways, after his round, we went back to the Harvest Host and hooked up because it is over 1,000 miles to Salt Lake City, and we fly out on Sunday afternoon. So we've got less than 48 hours to get our butts over there, get our camper parked, get our dogs boarded, and get to the airport. So how's the travel been so far, honey? What do you think about Kansas?
It's been pretty windy.
Windy. That is the theme for this entire spring this year, I believe, is wind. We just got off the phone with our other friends, Joel and Tanya, and they went through Kansas today, and they actually had to go north, so they had the wind coming across them sideways. We're lucky enough to sort of...
Lucky enough.
I know. Lucky enough to sort of be hitting the wind head on.
Driving into a headwind.
Yeah, so bad gas mileage, but not as much sway of the RV, right?
Shout out to Jason and Jennifer also for being flexible.
Yes.
It was their idea.
They wanted to go a little earlier, but I said, can we please wait just in case?
But they were nice enough to accommodate our schedule so we could all go together. So
we're in construction right now on I-70.
Mm-hmm.
I-70 westbound. The wind is blowing. The lanes are very narrow because we're in construction zone.
But at least there's a ledge and they're uneven too.
Oh my god, the ledge is like, I'm looking and the ledge is like right by our tires, so it's kind of scary. Anyways, okay, so more to come in a little bit. Next stop, I will check back in with you guys, so see you soon. Okay, so we're still in Kansas here somewhere. I don't know where, somewhere in the middle of Kansas. And, you know, we're going on this trip because it is our 30th year of being married. Let us know down below. Comment down below how many of you guys have been married this long, and Did you do something big for your anniversary? What is a trip you did for your anniversary? Sean and I actually got married in Germany, so I guess you could say that we spent our first year together as a honeymoon because it was in Germany. Sean and I, you know that we were both in the Air Force. We both served in the Air Force. Well, Sean and I met at Sembach Air Base in Germany in 1993. When I got there?
New Year's Eve.
Sean had already been at the base in Germany for 2 years. When I got there New Year's Eve of 1992/1993. So I got to the base and we both lived in the dorms. We both worked in the comm squadron. So we saw each other, started hanging out, started dating, and then we ended up getting married while we were in Germany, and we had our first son Caleb while we were in Germany. And shortly after having Caleb, we got orders back to Omaha, Nebraska, Offutt Air Force Base. So we spent some time there, and then we got orders down to San Antonio, to Randolph to Randolph Air Force Base and Lackland Air Force Base. And then from there we went to Hill Air Force Base in Utah, where we ultimately both retired out of. Sean retired in 2012, and I retired in 2013 after both serving over 20 years. So that's our history together. If you haven't met us or haven't talked to us about that, so we hit the road. It's almost been a year since we hit the road. We're approaching June 1st is when we hit the road full time. Brody graduated from high school at the end of May last year, and we hit the road as soon as he graduated. So we've been on the road almost a year. We're going to do a video and update you guys on our year and what we thought of it, what we plan on doing next. A lot of information we're going to get out. But we just wanted to get this video out to you so that you would understand why we are making this long road trip in such a short period of time. Normally we would try to stop, every few hours. 300 miles maybe in a day would be a long day, but this is going to be over 500 miles each day because we have to make time. We wanted to stick around for Birdie's golf tournament, but we fly out of the Salt Lake City airport Sunday afternoon, so we've got to make it there. We've got to park our rig somewhere and get it set up, and we've got to board our dogs. So we're kind of on a schedule, kind of on a time crunch.
We've kind of done that the first year. Most people, comment below, let us know. Do you follow the 333 rule, 444 rule?
Yeah. How do you travel?
How do you travel? We'd like to say we do that, but so far this year we've been more specific destination oriented or specific event oriented. So we've been more on a schedule.
Yeah. One of these days we'd like to just slow down and take our time and go, but right now our priority is watching Brody, and as long as he's playing college golf in the fall and the spring, we will try to go watch his tournaments because, like we've said before, we were deployed so many times while we were in the Air Force that we missed a lot of things, and we're not going to do that anymore. I don't regret it, do you?
No.
Yeah.
No, sometimes it makes for a long day or a long couple of days when we're trying to get somewhere, but we don't sacrifice safety.
No, not at all.
We just go further than most people would like to.
Yeah, we never go further than we feel comfortable. Like today, we'd like to go as far as we can because that makes tomorrow's travel day shorter. But Sean will never drive past his comfort. If he's sleepy, we'll stop.
Yeah, whether it be speed or distance.
Or weather, or if the weather's bad, we'll stop. Okay, well stay tuned. I'll report in when we stop at our next stop. Okay, see you soon. There's the welcome to Colorful Colorado sign. Tuskegee Airmen Memorial Trail.
Maybe we should have put a sticker on that sign.
I know, because it had a lot of stickers on it. Also, what we haven't talked about yet is it is Sean's birthday today. He got to spend his birthday watching Brody play golf, and now he's driving his favorite passenger princess across the country so we can go on vacation.
Yay me.
How's your birthday been, though? Seriously.
Not every birthday do I get to watch one of my sons play in a national championship. So.
On a beautiful golf course in Newton, Kansas. Never heard of the town before, but the Sand Creek Station golf course, amazing. Absolutely gorgeous, in great shape.
And it's a public course.
Okay, so we're in Colorado now, and we're going to keep trucking, so we'll get back with you guys here in a little bit. Stay tuned. I'm going to go walk the dogs. At the Travel Center in Lyman, Colorado. Stop to get some gas. Look at a map. Look at the weather. Walk the dogs. We got fuel. It doesn't have very good food choices here, just a Subway. So we're gonna walk across the street to get something to eat, and Sean's gonna park right here for just a minute so that we can go get something to eat. Ready? Okay, so we left Lyman, Colorado, stopped there and fueled up. We got some dinner. Taco Bell, happy birthday, honey. Great birthday dinner. And we made a decision. We are going straight north of Lyman to a town called Brush, Colorado, where they have a very nice city park where it's like 20 bucks a night. Some, I think 18 sites, like 12 of them have hookups and 6 don't or something. We get there and it's full. Our plan B would be to go on down the road to a Love's and pull in there and stay for the night. So we're on our way to Brush. It's about an hour away, about 60 miles, so not bad. We will end up getting parked there for the night by 9 o'clock tonight. So we've done a lot worse.
Oh yeah, it'll be a little darkish, but
Yeah.
we actually have driven through this particular park before, so it's not like we're showing up
Blind. Yeah, we've seen it. We know how to get in it. Yeah, should be okay. So more to come on that, but that'll be our stop for the night. And I think tomorrow that leaves us with 350 miles or something for the rest of the day. So not a bad second day. We'll get there parked, get the RV all set up so that we can board the dogs and head to the airport. So more to come. See you soon. A little pressure. We parked here at the Brush City Park. Sean put the jacks down just to take a little pressure off the pin so we can open the bedroom slide. We unplug it because if not, it runs the battery down on the truck, right?
Yeah.
And Sean's gonna open the steps for me and then I'll get in there and get the bedroom slide opened. Okay. Good morning. Where you slept in Brush, Colorado last night. We're getting up this morning and getting on the road. It's a beautiful morning. It's cool. It's early. Sean doing his walk around. I hook back up. Good morning, honey.
Hey, baby.
How you doing today?
I'm good. You're looking really nice today.
Thanks, honey. So we got up and around early from the city park in Brush, Colorado, and we're somewhere near Greeley, Colorado right now. Making pretty good time. We should get to our spot where we're going to park the rig sometime this afternoon. Won't be too bad. Have time to set up and get everything finished packing for our trip to Cabo. Kind of put that off to the last minute. We've got everything staged, but it's a mess, so we need to pack neatly. Yeah, how you feeling today?
Good.
Yeah, get a good night's sleep?
Pretty much.
Yeah, the city park in Brush, Colorado is very nice. It was full. I think there was like 2 spots open when we got there. We took one, and when we woke up this morning, the other spot was gone. So woke up this morning and it was like 39 degrees.
Yeah.
It was kind of chilly.
A little chilly.
But we slept good with the windows open and didn't have to run the air because we didn't plug in last night. We just parked and went to bed. Fed the dogs, took care of them, went to bed. Probably going to stop in Laramie, Wyoming and fuel up. There's nice Loves there with the dog parks and the dogs run around. I can see mountains.
I was going to say, the sun is just breaking and I can see the front range of the Rockies right now.
I have missed the Rockies. We've been away for a little while. You know, Texas has its beauty. Kansas was actually surprisingly pretty, but nothing beats the mountains. This girl loves the mountains and they're always calling. Because, yeah, it's the Rockies.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
You had those extra gloves this whole time?
Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Okay, so we're doing good on our trip. We are making really good time. Thank you, Lord, for good weather and no issues, safe roads, safe travels.
Problems.
We will check in with you guys at our next stop. But so far, doing great. Having a great road trip. So we found a Starbucks. I made Sean go through a traffic circle just to get me some Starbucks, but God, love the traffic circles in freaking Colorado. We're in Fort Collins, right off College Drive. But we found a Starbucks, so we're gonna walk over here, get us some coffee this morning, and then get back on the road. Stay tuned. What you getting to drink, Sean?
Cortado.
And who turned us on to the cortada? Andrea. With Peyton and Andrea to be determined. She was a barista, and she was the one that suggested the brown sugar oat milk cortada, and that is all Sean has been drinking for months.
I have had nothing else since.
Yes, he loves it. Back to Wyoming!
Go Wyoming!
Wyoming! Yay! Back to Wyoming, huh, babe?
Yep.
Okay, we made it to Laramie, Wyoming. We're at a Love's truck stop here in Laramie. And Sean fueled up the truck. I took the dogs over to the dog park and I used the restroom. Now we're sitting in line because, as you can see, it's kind of busy here and there's a truck in front of me, so I'm sitting in the driver's seat just in case this truck in front of me moves. I can pull up so that the truck behind us can get fuel as well. It's a busy Love's this morning. One thing we did notice coming into Laramie, there was a big sign that said something about I-80 West closed to high-profile vehicles. But we stopped, we got here, we looked at the road reports for Wyoming, and we looked at the weather, and it all looks good. So I did some research, and the wind warning is actually for this afternoon on I-80. So we are trying to get across I-80 today before the wind picks up. So that's our plan, and Sean's coming back now, so we're about to get back on the road. Stand by. I did not have to drive the rig.
Huh?
I did not have to drive the rig. I was ready to, though. Anyways, I was telling them about we thought there was a road warning, but we figured out that it's for later this afternoon.
We did?
Yes, I did. So the wind is not bad now, it's about 7 miles an hour, so we're good. We're gonna try to haul butt across I-80 and get to the other side so we can park our rig and get our dogs boarded so we can head to the airport in Salt Lake City. So stand by for that. We'll let you know when we stop today. See you later. So we're traveling on I-80 westbound in Wyoming, and we knew that there was a crash coming up here near Rawlins, Wyoming, because we saw it on the YDOT app. So we've reached it. My travel or traffic thing says that it's about 10 minutes long. I think there's a crash up here, and it said all lanes closed, so I don't know if they're routing us around it or if we're just, I don't know. So anyways, we're kind of stuck in right now, but not bad, right? I mean,
if this is the worst thing that happens today, then it's been a pretty uneventful day, honestly.
Because I-80 can be pretty tricky all year long, whether it's snow in the wintertime, wrecks in the summertime, wind in the summertime. Thank God we don't have wind right now. We're just gradually moving along. We've only got about 2 hours left until we're done traveling and park the rig for a few days so we can go on our trip to Cabo. We're doing really well, actually, and feeling okay, not too tired.
Yeah, we got up early this morning, but
we did, because we knew I-80 can get bad with the wind, so we purposely got up and got around early, because the later in the afternoon the wind can get up.
the guy in front of me is trying to get right, so
they must have
be
a lane
funneling
closed.
to the right.
Let me see. Thank you for letting us over. Some of these truckers can be really, really pleasant and nice. Nice cool 56 degrees out. Feels good with my window down. All lanes are blocked. We're actually having to get off on the shoulder. do have all lanes blocked because we're actually having to drive on the shoulder to go around this accident. So there's people in the median over here. Emergency vehicles, one lone tire in the mighty North Platte River. Pray nobody was hurt in this accident. It is a big rig involved because, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to fix this.
Expensive damage.
I-80, y'all.
Never take it for granted.
It's not even windy today, so you just got to be careful. Okay, we're moving on though. We got through that. Whew. Okay, we made it to our spot where we're going to park the rig for about 4 days while we're in Cabo, honey.
Yeah, probably like 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah.
It's all said and done.
We made it here. We actually figured out that we did 925 miles in less than 24 hours. So even crazier than we originally assumed. Because we don't go to the airport until tomorrow. We'll go to the airport and fly out tomorrow afternoon. But we made 920 miles in 22 hours, basically. So good weather, good roads, and good rest enabled us to do that. Setting up the rig right here. We're gonna stay here tonight in our rig, and then we're gonna head to the Salt Lake City airport tomorrow and fly out of there to go to Cabo. But this is where the rig's gonna sit for a few days while we're gone. So beautiful weather here in Wyoming. Good morning, honey.
Hey, baby.
Where are we today?
Right now, Salt Lake City Airport economy parking.
Yep, we made it to park our RV last night, and we boarded our dogs this morning, and we headed to the airport. And it's a rainy 46 degrees here in Salt Lake City, so we can't wait to get to San Diego tonight and Cabo tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's been an adventure. We actually had great weather, great roads, so we made the trip easily in well under 48 hours.
850 miles, 900 miles of it we made in 24 hours.
925.
925 and under
in
24
22 hours, and then spent the night, got up this morning, and came the rest of the 200 miles to Salt Lake City. We're gonna wrap this video up. You guys, thanks for watching. We will be back in our rig for next week's video, back to RV travels. This week, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves in Cabo, enjoy our friends. We're gonna be with Jason and Jennifer from No Sticks, No Bricks, and Clay and Maria from Our Road Less Traveled. Thanks for watching again, you guys. We'll see you next week. Safe travels and take care.
Bye.
Bye.